I went to Australia, Bond University, which is on the Gold Coast, the East Coast, north of Sydney. Um, Actually, one of the fewer private universities over there, and had a great bit of fun. I went through a different program than one offered at Illinois, and not that that was a challenge, but you just had to like look, uncover like rocks and be like, all right, what, am I doing everything right? Like, is everything in order? So, I, you know, I love the process though because it just made me like that much more excited for when I was actually there. The process was pretty easy. Just filling out one form. I met with financial aid once, and everything was taken care of. Again, because I was going through a different program, I was like always calling and making sure they had received the form and everything was set. Another reason I picked the school, again, like I said, how I was being so picky about it, the school's actually on trimesters, and it's super international. So there are like, it's like probably 60% Australian and then 40% international students. And the way the semesters worked out, it was January through April. So it's like shortened a bit, no breaks really. And because of that, the school's not on the same timeline as other schools in Australia, and our orientation group, although it was like a bigger overseeing program of all Australian study abroads, our orientation group kind of had like a private, like only 50 people, because we didn't have to house in the other students that would come like later in the month. So, yeah, that's where I met everyone. They also familiarized us with like the culture, and not that there's huge culture shocks over there, but it definitely like came into like just knowing the terminology for some random things, like what they even call breakfast or they call it brekkie, and just being used to like that, things that can throw you for a loop randomly. Like I came here without wanting to do it, believe it or not, and I never really pursued it until sophomore year. I think it was when I had actually been on campus and talked to my RA, who went to the same school actually, just hearing her experiences, that it really enticed me to go. Now, for somebody that's a freshman or a sophomore, what I would probably tell them is like to travel with meaning. Like it comes like when you're studying abroad. Like you can travel when you're older and do some touristy things and hang out in hotels, but you get to like live as a college student for these 4 years. Like one of them should be at like a foreign country, like kind of to enhance your learning experience, I think, because the classroom stuff there, not that I'll forget it, but it's not the important stuff. It's like the fact that I was meeting so many great people and they were all at the same like age, and they were all like very interested and like curious with a different culture, and at the same time like the Australians are so very hospitable that it just made the experience that much more enriching. So I think to have like the full learning experience, or if you really want that, then I would recommend studying abroad.